Hello everybody, David Tallow coming at you once again with another Rocky Mountain Rankings. And today we're going to be ranking the albums of Rush, one of my favorite all-time bands. Great group of guys, Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, Neil Peart. Rest in peace. Neil, we miss you. Fantastic gentleman. Boy, could he write some great lyrics, great stories. But before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Like the video, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. I'd like to be interesting to see your rankings of Rush. And just to let those who don't know how this works, I start with my least favorite and work all the way up to my favorite. Just because my least favorite doesn't mean I don't like it. I just don't go to as much. But anyway, a little history on Rush. They formed in the neighborhood of Willowdale. Now I find when I saw Willowdale, I'm like, wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Very familiar. Well, we go into the song off of Crest of Steel, the Necromancer. It starts with 3 men of Willowdale. 3 men. So you know who the 3 men are. But anyway, actually, it could have been the first 3 who got together to play music. Alex Lifeson, bassist and frontman Jeff Jones, and drummer John Rutsey. So it doesn't necessarily mean it was Alex, Geddy, and Neil. It could have been the original 3 that formed under the band name The Projection. Geddy didn't come into the fray until later. For those who don't know, his real name is Gary Weinrib. Gary Lee Weinrib, actually. I was watching a video interview with him a few weeks ago, and he mentioned that, and I'm like, interesting name. Interesting name. And I can't remember how he got the name Geddy. I'd have to go back and watch it again. But anyway, he joined the band and then was kicked out of it for a while, then asked to come back, and the rest is history. They actually had a number of other members before they set on the final 3. Let me go down here. And of course, John Rutsey on drums, may rest in peace. Jeff Jones on bass and vocals from August to September '68. Linda Young on keyboards, backing lead vocals, guitar, percussion, harmonica from January to July 1969. They actually had a keyboardist. Joe Perna, bass guitar, lead and backing vocals from May to July '69. And Mitchell Bossy, guitar, backing vocals from February to May 1971. So at one point they had 2 guitarists. So of course, Neil joined in 1974, and of course, sad passing last year, 2020. But anyway, life, just shows you how life can go. You never know. I'd like to give a shout out to somebody I knew that we lost this past June. Landon LaRose, great kid. My boss's grandson at work, his daughter's son, taken from us too soon. But like I said, that's life. You never know. So be careful out there. Alright, on to rankings here. We're going to start with number 19. Released May 14th, 2002 on Anthem Records. It was their first studio release since '96. Neil lost his daughter and was separated from his wife. But anyway, Vapor Trails. Good, it was a good comeback, but I can't help but think they were jumping on the grunge or alternative rock bandwagon here a little bit. I mean, it's very heavy. A couple songs I like: One Little Victory, Earthshine. Good solid album, but not one of my favorites. So, of course, like with everything, this could change. I could listen to it again one day and say, hey, this is pretty good, and go from there. But anyway, number 19, Vapor Trails. Okay, number 18. Now, when this came out, it had been out for a bit before I realized of its existence. Kind of caught me by surprise. It went and seen Rush live at Usana Amphitheater down in Salt Lake, and they played some songs from that, and I'm like, from a new album, Of course, I had had a lot of other things going on at the time, so it snuck in under the radar. Anyway, released May 1st, 2007 on Anthem Records. Snakes and Arrows. Good album. Not as grungy or alternative sounding as Vapor Trails. Good opening track, Far Cry. Working Them Angels, good. Probably about the main Monkey Business, good instrumental. Good album. Just not one of my favorites. It was the band at the time. But, like I said before, things can change. Anyway, number 18, Snakes and Arrows. Okay, number 17. Get things straightened here. Another good strong outing here. Released September 10th, 1996. Because I'm talking about Test for Echo. Now, I once seen them on this tour, and they did all of 2112, which when I heard they were going to do that, I definitely had to. This is my very first Rush concert, in fact. I'd never seen them before. I'd wanted to go see them, but every time they came, they either didn't have any money, or I didn't know about it till it was too late. So anyway, some good songs on here. Not my favorite, but Driven. I like Driven. Great jamming song. Resists. They did a instrumental of Resist. I think they did that on the Snakes and Arrows tour. I want to say they did, but anyway, I loved it as a instrumental, acoustic, I should say, acoustic set. It was fantastic. But anyway, half the world away, or half the world away. Half the World is a good song. Color Right. Title song's good, but again, that's just not my favorite. But definitely something to check out. And all these albums are, you should check out. If you're not a Rush fan, give them a try, check them out, and go from there. Anyway, number 17, Test for Echo. Okay, number 16. Now this album doesn't get too, from other ranking the albums shows I've watched, this album doesn't get a lot of love. These ones that preceded it seem to get more love than this. But anyway, released November 21st, 1989. Presto. Oh, excuse me. Now I wonder if this first came out. The hit single was, of course, "Show Don't Tell." It grabbed me. I thought, hey, that's fantastic. But I can see where this doesn't get a lot of love. It does kind of, after probably The Pass, which is another good song, it kind of sinks. It just doesn't have the grabbing power. I could have put this a lot, maybe lower than the others, but I've listened to this more than the others, so, good solidarity by the guys, but just, I think they could have done a little bit better. Anyway, number 16, Presto. Okay, number 15. Now, when this came out, I think one of the songs, there's one song they played on the radio that I thought, was really good, really telling a good, solid story about how different, people can be, how we should respect one another, and that could, we need that now more than ever. We got too much animosity, too much hatred going on right now. But anyway, released October 19th, 1993 on Anthem Records. So I'm talking about Counterparts. Solid album. Animate, Stick It Out. Nobody's Hero is the one the song I was talking about. What I take from it is people who are seen as heroes, or, well, not really seen as heroes, but they're heroes the way they have gotten their way through life, faced adversity, but it's a good story on how we should step back and look at ourselves and look at everybody around us and get on with life, But anyway, Between Sun and Moon's great. That's, I've heard that a number of times on some live videos. Cold Fire, great track. But it just doesn't, those songs Finals don't reach for as much, but still a good solid record. Counterparts, check it out. Make sure you check it out. Okay, we're up to 14. Now this one is another album that doesn't get a lot of love, probably because it was so different from what came before it. A lot of guys like Pete Pardo, Chris Allo, they don't give it a lot of love, but I tend to like this. A lot of the songs I hear, I tend to go up to this a lot more. Released September 8th, 1987. Hold Your Fire. Totally different, like I said, from what they did before. Of course, Force 10 was the hit, was the track they played on the radio. Time Stands Still, I like that one of my favorites. Open Secrets, it's okay. Second Nature, Prime Movers, okay. Lock and Key, Mission, fantastic. Turn the Page, fantastic. Tai Shan, a lot of people don't seem to like that. It's very, very different from anything that Rush has done. But every time I listen to that song, it just gives me chills up and down the spine. Telling the story of China, China of old, not China current. China of old was a very unique country, and hopefully it will be again. It ends with High Water. Different, but I like it. Sometimes different's great. Different's good. If you don't try something different, you never know. If it doesn't turn out right, well, at least you tried. And just get on with it. But anyway, number 14, Hold Your Fire. But I do agree they could have done a better job, maybe had a better album cover. So anyway, number 13. Another album that a lot of people love, though it was very different. Probably the start of their a big push for with synthesizers. A lot of people didn't seem to like that. Anyway, ordered. Released September 9th, 1982 on Anthem Records. I'm talking Signals. What all this is, I have no idea. Maybe playing them all right there. But anyway, of course the songs they played on the radio, Subdivisions and New World Man, The Analog Kid. Favorite track my all-time favorite track off this is The Analog Kid. Awesome song in concert. They just pull out the stops. I mean, one of the heaviest songs on here. The rest are a little bit lighter, more synthesizer based. Like Subdivisions, Chemistry, Digital Man, it's okay. The Weapons, good. New World Man, a lot of people don't seem to like that, but I think it's a good tune. Losing It, Count That and I Love, just gives you chills. Kind of way it's about the launch of the space shuttle, I believe. I could be wrong. But way it's told, puts you right there in the control room as it's going, being launched. I mean, it's an awesome song. But anyway, Signals, number 13. Okay, number 12. When I heard one of the songs out this album, I was on my way home, had the radio going, and I'm glad I did that day. I don't normally, of course now I don't have a radio in my truck, I just have a CD player. I don't have the radio hooked up. But this day I'm glad this is on an older truck that I had. I'm glad I had the radio going. Released June 12th, 2012 on Roadrunner Records. Of course, their last CD before Neil passed. Clockwork Angels. And of course the song I heard that day was Headlong Flight. I mean, it just, I heard that and I'm like, man, is Rush back in form. This album is fantastic. Because you're wondering why I have it at 12. As fantastic as it is, there's others that I turn to a little bit more, but this album, in the future it'll could move up. It probably will. But a fantastic story. In fact, there's a book out called Clockwork Angels, based on these songs and stuff. Check it out, read it. It's fantastic. Neil collaborated with a gentleman, I don't know if it's on here. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, February 9th, 2012, science fiction novelist Kevin J. Anderson. He was a longtime friend of Neil's. Now he was writing a novelization of Clockwork Angels. The concept is a young man's quest to follow his dreams. He's caught between the grandiose forces of the order and chaos. That sounds familiar, don't it? Kind of what we're facing nowadays. He travels across the lavish world of steampunk, and alchemy, with lost cities, pirates, anarchists, exotic carnivals, and a rigid watchmaker who imposes precision on every aspect of daily life. Fantastic book. Let's see. It's released on September 4th. The novel was followed up to Lucy sequel titled Clockwork Live. Also a graphic novel came out in 2018. Ooh, I didn't know that. Ooh. Fantastic. I'll have to check that out. But this this watchmaker, who was the leader of one faction, people think something like that can happen nowadays. It very well could. He thinks that, this watchmaker thinks that he is the only one who should worry about everybody's daily lives. Nobody else should worry about their life. Their lives should be run by him and him alone. They shouldn't worry about their pretty little minds about anything, except eating and drinking and providing. So, anyway, check that out. Definitely a must. As this is Clockwork Angels, I mean, Caravan, BU2B, Clockwork Angels, The Anarchist, Carnies, Hollow Effects, Seven Cities of Gold, The Wreckers, Headlong Flight, BU2B2, Wish Them Well, The Garden, all fantastic. So check it out. Okay. Moving right along here. We're going way back. It's on number, what are we on? Number 11 here. The only album without Neil. The only one without Neil. Of course, you probably, if you know anything about Rush, you know what I'm talking about. Released March 1st, 1974 by Moon Records and Mercury Records. Later that year, talking about their debut album, Rush. Another fantastic album. I know Neil was the professor. Doesn't take anything from back from or away from John Rutsey. He was a great drummer. Did his great work on here. Find My Way, Need Some Love, Take a Friend, Here Again, What You're Doing, In the Mood, Before and After, Working Man, one of their staples. Just hard driving rock. I mean, it's not prog or anything like it would, ultimately become. Just a band that wanted to do rock and roll. That's what their original dream was. So anyway, definitely check that out. Debut album. This is the remaster. I do have this on vinyl. Like I said, a lot of people like vinyl over CD, but I disagree. I like the CD versions better, but I think they're more clear. This definitely is. You don't have to worry about hiss and crack. I don't like hiss and crackle. Some people don't mind it. I do. That's just me. So anyway, moving right along. Okay, to number 10. We're in the top 10 now. Top 10. This album continues in a tradition of progressive rock, which Rush was a progressive rock band. Way different from its predecessor. I believe the predecessor was Signals, or maybe let's see. No, I think I'm wrong on that. But anyway, released October 14th, 1985 on Anthem Records. About Power Windows. Orwellian themed, especially on the cover here. Look at those two TVs. Imagine watching anything on those. I mean, I think we had something like that, a little bit bigger. That box TV down there. You can see at the bottom there. Can't really. Kind of dark. These other two, like, I think it's supposed to be like a space age version of television. But anyway, good solid album. The Big Money, of course, is when they're pushing more and more in the synthesizer area. Grand Design, Manhattan Project, good one. Marathon, I love that one. Territories, great. Midtown Dreams, Motion Detector, Mystic Rhythms. Good solid album. Could they have, like with Hold Your Fire, kind of toned down the synthesizers? Yes, but it is what it is, though. It is what it is. But anyway, check it out. Power Windows. Alright, now this next one, I'm probably going to get some flack over. Maybe, maybe not. When I first heard this album, it was kind of strange. I mean, up to this point, you were used to hearing stories about spaceships and futuristic worlds and necromancers and stuff like that. This was a total shift in their sound and Neil's writing lyrics. Neil's lyrics. Total shift. I mean, you could tell they were wanting to get away from what come before, do something different. Which I don't blame them. You need to try different things. If you don't try different things, then you kind of stagnate. And that's something Rush never did. They never stagnated. They may have pissed a lot of people off with their sound change, but hey, you're never going to please everybody all the time. All right, released January 14th, 1980 on Anthem Records. Of course, I'm talking about Permanent Waves. Now, like I said, a lot of people are going to be wondering, are you kidding me? You're putting this at number 9? Are you kidding me, Davies? Number 9? Now, don't get me wrong. I love this album. Stereo Radio, I love Free Will. Jacob's Ladder, fantastic. Entre Nos, different strings, very different. Love Natural Science. Awesome song live. I love that song live. They did that on their Test for Echo tour. I mean, it just, I'll never forget that. But as of late, I don't go to as much, probably because it's on LP and I barely don't listen to vinyl very often. But I mean, it doesn't being at number 9 doesn't diminish the fact that this is a fantastic album. It's just, when I first heard it at the time, when I first bought it at the time, it was like a total shift. I mean, just a shock. I'm like, wow, what is this? Where's the Silong epic, the 20-minute song? I mean, the closest closest song that come to is something like that is Natural Science, which I think is like 8 minutes long. Let's see here. Yeah, just a little over 9 minutes long. And Jacob's Ladder, 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes long. So very different shift for him. But anyway, still a great album. Permanent Waves. Okay. Moving right along here. Okay. Another album I'd probably get flack for. Another favorite of people, but doesn't diminish, being this, number 8. Doesn't say it sucks or anything, not, like I said, none of these albums suck. I just don't go to them as often. But still, this is a fantastic album. Got another favorite song of mine on it. Released September 1977 on Anthem Records. Farewell to Kings. Now I know they reissued this with a different album cover. There's what Neil's wearing there, I have no idea. Is that they're at some rich country estate. but still, Farewell to Kings, great song, not one of my favorites. Xanadu, I love. Closer to the Heart, a lot of people love that song, a lot of people hate that song. The live version, I love. It's fantastic. On their Different Stages album, it's awesome. Cinderella Man, okay. Madrigal, good song, little tune. Of course, my favorite, Cygnus X1. If I remember correctly, that was the very first Rush song. Can't talk. Very first Rush song I ever heard. A friend played that to me, and I was captivated. I mean, just the way it opens, bass guitar, just awesome. Awesome. But anyway, they did fantastic on this album. Farewell to Kings. Check it out. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Number 7. Last of the vinyl. I got more vinyl than I got, of Rush, but the ones I got, I'm showing on vinyl, I don't have on CD. At least not yet. Why, I have no idea. But anyway, this was kind of a transition album for him, as far as I'm concerned. Neil's showing more of his writing prowess on here, showing signs of what they're going to become ultimately. They released September 24th, 1975 on Mercury Records. As I'm talking about Caress of Steel. Down there. Good album, good transition, it shows that the songs, Geddy and Alex are still writing some of the songs, some of the lyrics themselves, though Neil's taken over more. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, all songs were written by Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, and Neil Peart. I think, though, some were written just by Alex and Geddy. Could be wrong. But anyway, Bastille Day, fantastic song. I mean, it was a concert opener for a while, good long while. I think I'm Going Bald. I think they could have left that one off. Lakeside Park, good little song. Necromancer, that's where interesting little story where 3 travelers met of Willowdale. Well, I don't know if I can't remember if I said this at the first, but anyway, the band, Alex and John Rutsey and their bass player at the time, Jones, can't remember his first name, but anyway, I tend to think that they're the 3 travels from Willowdale. They were from Willowdale. That's their hometown, Willowdale. So I thought that was kind of a neat little thing. When I saw that, when they're formed in Willowdale, I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that from the Necromancer? So I don't know if they're referring to the 3 travelers is the 3 original members from 1968 or Geddy, Alex, and Neil. But either way, kind of neat. Of course, side 2 is indication of what was to come. Another side long epic. The first side long epic, in fact. the Fountain of Lanmeth. A lot of people don't like that song. I think it's a good song. Very interesting changes, but definitely a sign of what's to come. But if you like it or don't, great album, Caress of Steel. Check it out. Okay. Number 6. Number 6 here. We're going to do stuff here. Yeah. First album with Neil. If you know your Rust history, you know what I'm talking about. Released February 15th, 1975 on Mercury Records. Fly By Night. Great album, great album to bring in Neil. Of course, Geddy and Alex are still doing quite a bit of the writing here. Let's see what they write on here. Okay. Geddy and Alex did Anthem. Assuming that Neil did the lyrics on that. It doesn't say. Geddy did the lyrics on Best I Can. Let's see. These Between Behind, great song. Vitor and the Snow Dog, fantastic song. Fly By Night, Making Memories, Rivendell. Of course, your Tolkien. That's from the Lord of the Rings. And in the end, great songs, great, good album. Though they're still trying to be just a regular rock and roll band here. With songs like Vitor and the Snow Dog and Rivendell. You can see what little indication of what's to come. So, anyway, check it out. Fly By Night. That's number 6. Let's see what's over here. Okay, we're the top 5 now. The top 5. 5 at 5. Okay. Another album doesn't get a lot of love with some fans. I really like this album. I think it's really strong. Really strong album. But a lot of people don't care for it, especially on one of the songs. Anyway, released September 3rd, 1991 on Anthem Records. Of course, I'm talking about Roll the Bones. And the part I'm talking about is the little rap tune on the title track, which I really like. I'm not into hip-hop rap, but when it's done tastefully, hey, all the power to you. Fantastic opening song, Dreamline. Love that. Bravado, great song. Roll the Bones, I love it. Face Up, good. Where's My Things? Okay. It's supposed to be a part 4 of Gangsters of Boats trilogy. I don't know if that was just a tongue-in-cheek thing. The Big Wheel, great. Heresy. Ghost of the Chance, Neurotica, Bet Your Life. Good solid album. I mean, like I said, a lot of people don't like it, but I do. I love it. Could even rank higher, maybe someday. But anyway, Roll the Bones. Okay. Now we're the top 4 here. Had a tough time. Very tough time. Because any of these could switch places. Any one of these could be number one, number two. Switch by. These, of course, are the ones I really, really love about Rush. The right thing here. I'm forgetting to do things. Too much on my mind here. But anyway, number 4. Released October 1978 on Anthem Records. Hemispheres. Title track, Part 2, Book 2, Cygnus X1. Hemispheres, Prelude, Apollo, Bringer of Wisdom, Dionysus, Bringer of Love, Armageddon, the Battle of Heart and Mind, Cygnus, Bringer of Balance, the Sphere, a Kind of Dream. Awesome music. Circumstances, fantastic. The trees, the Villa Strangiato. Like I said, these top 4 albums could change places with each other. It was tough. You guys loved this album. Love it. A lot of people don't care for the cover, but it is what it is. Of course, very last album that we would see, sidelong epic from Rush, and I think they put that to rest in a fantastic way. So anyway, if you haven't heard this, it's fantastic. Check it out, Hemispheres. Okay, number 3. Tough choices here, people. Number 3. I'm forgetting to do things here again. Released September. New month. I've discovered a new month, September. I don't know where that falls in between, but it's somewhere out there. Who knows? February follows after February. I should remember that, September. February 12th, 1981, through Anthem Records. Moving Pictures. Following on the lines of Permanent Waves, progressive rock at its finest. I mean, fantastic album. Tom Sawyer, fantastic tune, though not one of my favorites, probably because I've heard it too many times. Red Barchanda, one of my all-time favorite Rush songs. Love that song. I mean, every time I hear it, I picture myself out on the road running from these, robots or whatever they are. Of course, instead of a red Barchetta, I'm in a green 1969 Dodge Charger with a 383 4-barrel. That's all I asked. I did have one. My mom, well, it was actually my mom's car. Sorry, Mom. But I tricked it out. Partially, I wrecked it. Worst day of my life. YYZ. Fantastic. Limelight. Great song. Don't really listen to it that often because it's played too much on the radio. Camera Eye, fantastic. Witch Hunt, never get tired of that. Vital Signs, it's okay, but still, fantastic, strong record. There's the inside. Definitely a must for any Rush fan. But anyway, number 3. Okay, top 2. Tough choice. Top 4, you know, figure out the top 4 was bad. The top 2 was really bad. Like I said, these albums could switch places with each other. A week from now, a month from now, it could be totally different. But right now, this is the way I feel about it. Number 2, released April 1st, 1976, or March 1976, according to sources, on Anthem Records. We're talking about the mighty 2112. Even now, I'm getting a chill thinking about the title song. I love the title song. It's just, prog, heavy metal at its finest. It's, if you've never heard 2112, you have to hear it. I'm talking not just about the album. I'm talking about the song 2112. Fantastic, especially live off their Different Stages album. I love that. That's where like I said, that's my first Rush concert I went to in '97. They played that. I loved it. I already loved it, the song before that. But the live version, I think, just destroys the studio version. It's heavy, progressive. I mean, just get you going. Passage of Bangkok, fantastic. Twilight Zone, great little tune. Lessons, great. Tears, Something for Nothing. I mean, the other song is maybe not as strong as the title song, but still a good, solid metal rock album. Can't say enough about this. Like I said, this could change places with my number 1. Right now, that's number 2. Doesn't diminish what it is. It is what it is. Of course, probably know what, if you're a Rush fan, you know what my number 1 is. A lot of you are probably going, how can you do it? How can you put this over 2112 or Hemispheres or any others, Permanent Waves? Very easily. Very easy. Released April 12th, 1984 on Anthem Records. Grace Under Pressure. The height of Neil's writing, science fiction writing. And if you know Neil Peart, of course, if you've listened to earlier Rush stuff, his writing was, into science fiction, the science fiction area. I just love this album. I mean, there's as far as I'm concerned, there's not a weak song on it. There may be a song that's not as good. Distant Early Warning, love it. After Image, great. Red Sector A, love it. Enemies Within, fantastic. The Body Electric, video of that, I just love it. Fantastic video. Kid Gloves might be a track that's not up with the others, but still strong song. red lenses, great. Between the Wheels. I don't know for sure, but I think they played all these songs live. Excuse me. But it just, there's the band. Getty with short hair. But it just, right now, this is my all-time favorite Rush album. I know some of you probably say, no, there's, the others are better, but to me, this personifies Rush. Sure, it's full of synthesizers. I don't care. As long as it sounds good, as long as it grabs me, I don't care. You got these purists out there, so if you're a rock and roller, heavy metal, you can't have these synthesizers. Why? Why not? If it adds to a song, do it. Sure. If you did a whole album with nothing but synthesized drums and guitar and stuff, yeah, that would kind of suck. But you add to it, synthesizers to, it just. But that's my take. That's my take. But anyway, definitely check this out. Grace Under Pressure. Bright light into it. Can't really see it. But, well, there you have it. Rush on 19 studio albums. Do a little recap. But, it's kind of strange knowing that probably never, there'll never be another Rush concert. At least I can't foresee or see Getty and Alex doing anything, Rush related. Maybe do, some, concerts themselves, solo, maybe do some songs, but without Neil, it's never going to be the same. It would never do the same. So, anyway, number 1, Grace Under Pressure. Number 2, The Mighty 2112. Number 3, Moving Pictures. God, much on my mind here. Number 4, Hemispheres. Number 5, Rosy Bones. Number 6, Fly By Night. Number 7, Crest of Steel. Number 8, Farewell to Kings. Number 9, Permanent Waves. Number 10, Brown Windows. Number 11, Debut. Number 12, their last album, Clockwork Angels. Remember, get the book, read the book. Number 13, Signals. 14, Hold Your Fire. 15, Counterparts. 16, Presto, there it is. 17, Tests for echo. Echo, echo, echo. 18. Snakes and arrows. And 19. Vapor trails. I said, there you have it. Rush ranked. It's a little over a minute, just over an hour. But anyway, haven't decided what I'm going to do next Monday. This coming Wednesday, however, on Free Fall, I'll be doing album review of Green Lung, their new one. Hopefully this Friday, I'll be doing Friday Night Flicks. I was going to do a Friday Night Flicks last week, but work and other things got in the way, and I just didn't get around to it. Haven't been watching too many movies lately. I've been between work and doing this and writing and stuff, and got to get my newest book out. Get that out. Got to do the final corrections on the proof. Hopefully I'll have that out by the middle of the month. Have to see. Hopefully Sunday I'll be doing something in the bookie joint. I'm supposed to do something today. Today is Sunday, but when you see this, it'll be Monday. But just things get in the way. So anyway, but Wednesday I'll be doing, like I said, I'll be doing a review of Green Lung's new album. So check that out. Fantastic album. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Leave your own listing, your own ranking of Rush. I would like to see that. Like the video, please. But please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Anyway, have a good day and good evening, night, whatever, morning, wherever you're at. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.